Hey everybody, it's Moira Kucaba, and I wanted to jump in here and talk to you guys a little bit about Team Cup. This makes me a little nervous getting in this page. I'm used to talking to my team and talking to my challengers, but not the whole world. So I want to talk to you because my team, Team Ignite Your Life, last August finished first in the United States, not first overall, but first in the US, which we were really excited about. And Keyshawn just asked me to jump in here and kind of talk to you guys about how we did that and what we did. So I will tell you that this is, Jeff Hill said it on the National Wake Up Call yesterday. He said this is a business building opportunity, and it is. It is such an opportunity for you to move your business forward, your entire organization forward. And hey, Jackie Bender, it's such a great opportunity to just build that energy on your team, build the excitement, help these brand new coaches especially. And you really, truly, and again, this is something that Jeff said yesterday, you can achieve more than you ever expected. So, hey, Keyshawn. So this is, I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience this last Team Cup and how we did what we did. And I don't want to scare you, but it was a little crazy. It is crazy. If you're doing anything like, going for first place in Team Cup or going for top 10, it's a crazy endeavor and a crazy goal to take that on. So this is what I did. I will say it starts today. It actually started last week for me. So that meant looking at my downline and looking at those coaches or looking for those coaches that obviously the ones that are, working the business, that they're in it and they've started and they've got that ball rolling, but maybe they're not diamond yet. They're hitting Success Club. Of course, those are the people that, I would look to first. But then depending on where you are with your organization, you might have some brand new coaches that have even just expressed a little bit of interest in coaching, but you believe in them and they want this and they see the opportunity for themselves. This is such a great time to reach out to them. And what happens is, so I did last week, I reached out to probably 6 or 7 of those people on my team and extended them the invitation to be on my Team Cup team. I've also talked to my organization and my diamonds about going after and inviting for their Team Cup teams. And so last week I sent out the invitations. I'm getting them back. And I will tell you what I did this time and what I did last time. Because I am going to push for, first place or the top 10 Team Cup team, I know what my expectations are for that team. And I laid that out clearly. So last fall, of course, everybody that I invited was really quick to say, absolutely, I'd love to. And I said, whoa. Let me lay this out really clearly for you and give you kind of the guidelines or the boundaries that the bars that I'm going to hold you to and what that's going to look like, because I don't want anyone to jump onto my personal Team Cup team if I am going to be driving hard and have these crazy expectations for them. So I think I threw out in the fall that my expectation was for everybody to bring in a minimum of 25 people, which meant they were going for Success Club 50. I think we had our first goal for the end of the very first week was for everybody on the team to have Success Club 20. One of my coaches hit Success Club 20 the very first day. And you're probably thinking, how does that happen? Well, it happens because you lay the groundwork right now. You lay the groundwork, you start the conversations, you start reaching out to those people and inviting them to that challenge group that's maybe going to start on the 5th of the month or something like that. Another thing that one of my coaches did, who had the highest Success Club points on the team, second to me, or she might have even had more Success Club points than me, she personally ran 2 challenge groups. So she had one start, that around the 5th of the month. So she got this influx of 10 or 15 people. And then she had one start the 3rd or 4th week of the month. And so she had another big push towards the end of the month. And the other thing that obviously we want to talk about is rank advancements. I can look back on last August. I know it was the highest pay month for me that I've ever had, talking about moving your business forward. We had rank advancements on my team. I can't even remember how many rank advancement points we had. It was crazy. It was like 30 points or something. I wish I had pulled the points beforehand. But not even just on my personal team, Cup team, within the organization, people were rank advancing just left and right. Because again, what happens and what I'm planning on doing and the groundwork that I laid for these people that I extended invitations to was that, you know, we're going to get on a team Zoom call every single week, and we're going to strategize, and I'm going to have them filling out their business activity trackers with some pretty high numbers when it comes to invites and the amount of people they're reaching out to. And I'm going to hold them to that. And we're going to look at that every single week. We're going to look at these brand new coaches and what their social media looks like. So it's such an opportunity to just work really, really closely and kind of bond with these newer coaches and work in such an intimate setting that you really get to just teach them so much more than you would if you're kind of normally like putting them in a Coach Basics training or something like that. And I will say too, looking back on especially this last Team Cup where we won first place in the US, you know, there was so many ups and downs. I will tell you that every single one of us totally hit the wall at some point and like broke down. But here's the difference. Here's what I saw happen. Some of these girls were pushing so hard and they would hit kind of this breaking point. And unlike a normal work month or a normal work day, they weren't able to hit that breaking point and then just kind of fall off and not return my calls for 2 weeks. It was like that team environment where they knew that they were supported. We knew that everybody had each other's backs, and we were able to just lift each other up in those times. And people learned how to kind of get over themselves really quickly. They learned how to handle objections like there is no tomorrow, because I know I'm a really big believer in honoring where people are. And, you know, I push people to a certain extent, meaning, you know, people you're trying to get on a challenge. But normally I really do honor where you are. And if it's not the right time, it's not the right time. And I'll follow up with you next month. During Team Cup, I'm not that nice. And I don't think my teammates were either. You know, we were able to come up with strategies together to handle objections and to do things that we just normally never would have done because of what was at stake and because we knew that we had to pull our weight for the team. And, you know, the thing that was so fun too, we had obviously a Facebook message thread going for the team. There were probably 50 messages back and forth between us every single day, you know, and these brand new coaches would throw, you know, screenshot a conversation and say, hey, how do I respond to this? And we'd all jump in and say, you know, how about this? How about this? How about this? And they would tell us how that conversation's going. And so we all knew what was going on with everybody's potential coaches the entire time. And we were just able to really, they were able to learn so much, and I was able to learn so much from what they were going through. And I remember saying this when it wrapped. I remember saying, I feel like these coaches that just started their coaching journey truly experienced and learned and went through in 1 month what most coaches go through, what I went through in a year. And it was just so advantageous to them. You know, I remember too saying, do you guys ever think that Success Club will ever be remotely difficult again in your life? And they were like, oh my gosh, no way. Because we all capped out, which meant that everybody got at least 35 points that month. And these were people that were in the previous month struggling to hit Success Club. And that brings me back to my own experience into coaching, and it really revolved around Team Cup. So I signed up to be a coach in April of 2015. Is that right? Yes, April of 2015. I had my pinky toe in the water. I wasn't sure about this thing. I hit Success Club my first, second, and third month. I onboarded 3 people each month. And so it was just kind of by the skin of my teeth. I thought it was really hard. I thought, you know, I'm talking to all these people just like we all do. I'm talking to all these people and they're saying no, and it's so hard to hit Success Club, and it's so hard to get these 3 people. Well, 3 months into coaching, I attended my first Super Saturday, and there was a video that came down the pike from corporate. And there was someone, and I don't even remember who it was, I'm sure it was a Canadian team, but there was a coach on there that was speaking about Team Cup, about winning Team Cup. And I might have the numbers a little wrong, but I don't think I do. There was a screenshot of her back office, and she had hit Success Club 143, the month that her team won Team Cup. And I know a lot of you and a lot of people would probably look at that and think, oh my gosh, that's impossible. I, for some reason, looked at it and thought, what in the world am I doing? Why is my bar so low? My bar is Success Club 5. And if that's how high your bar is, you're probably always going to fall a little short of your goals. And so I finally knew what was possible. I finally knew that there was somebody out there recruiting 70 some people in 1 month. What in the world was I doing thinking that having this mindset that 3 people was difficult? So my mindset had to shift. And so I knew in that moment, and that was August of 2015, that, if I really, really wanted to find 25 people in my world, in my life, in this country that wanted to get healthy, that was absolutely, totally possible. And I also saw how that was going to translate into the next few months, because I remember that one coach who had Success Club 143 also saying how she didn't have to work half as hard the next month to hit Success Club 70 something because of the momentum that she had built in her business and the referrals that were coming in from friends. And I just knew that that was true. And so I have my numbers on my whiteboard right here. So that July, when I decided, that was the month that I decided to work this business. And I hit Success Club 32 that first month. I went all in, Team Cup. I knew I had to pull my weight. And the next month, in August, I hit Success Club 49 because of that momentum that I had built in July. So this isn't just about February. This is about the entire rest of your year. This is about the entire rest of your year for your entire organization. So get everybody on board. I feel like there was something on the tip of my tongue that I wanted to speak to, and I can't remember what it was. But it's fun. It's so fun. And not everybody is going to be pushing to be the #1 team. And so even if you're not, take this opportunity to get in close relationship with 4 other people. Now I remember what I was going to say. Okay, so that August that I had barely dipped my toe in the water of coaching. I didn't know what coaching, I didn't know what this was. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea what Team Cup was until I went to that Super Saturday. And when I came home as a brand new baby coach, not knowing what any of this stuff even meant, I just said, hey, can I be on somebody's Team Cup team? I don't know what that is. I don't know how we do that, but I know that's just what I'm supposed to do. And so that's my message to anybody in here. Maybe you're not the diamond coach where you want to be the team captain and invite people to join you. If you're a brand new baby coach, get out there, get in this group, get in your team's page, wherever, and just throw it out there that you want to put together a Team Cup team. It will change your business. And when we say that, we talk about numbers and all this stuff, but what really happens is we impact more people's lives, and that's what fills our cup as coaches, and that's what gets us excited about our business, and that's what builds your momentum to want to change more lives. So go after that, go get it. There was something else. Oh, one of the things that I did, and I remember my team captain did that very first month when I had, no experience with any of this. We got on a call. It was either a Zoom call or a phone call. I remember being up in my bedroom, and she said, take out your memory jogger and write down 100 names and screenshot it to me. And so I took out my memory jogger. I wrote down 100 names. I took a picture of it to her, and I remember sitting there sending out 40 invitations. The first time I'd ever done anything like that. And that was that first step to just push me in a big way into coaching and into changing people's lives. And so take your team through that. We have the captains, I think it's called the Captain's Guide, in our back office. And I remember looking at that and using that as my framework. Beachbody has so many amazing tools already in place. Use the business activity tracker. Use whatever you want to use. There's so many things there for you to utilize to make this, easier for you to lead a team or to put together a team. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope that I see all of you on the leaderboards, and good luck in Team Cup. Bye.